Hey, you having those awful thoughts? Say you've had some things that have gone wrong, and those thoughts are telling you you're evil, nobody wants you, nobody cares, you'll never succeed in business. Well, I may have just a thing for you. I'm going to give you some of my coaching. It's Jimi Hendrix, and this episode is called Visualization versus Intrusive Thoughts on Empower You Pattern 2.0. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrix, Success, Confidence, and Thrive Coach, member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and founder of James A. Hendrix Empowerment. I believe their patterns help us receive more, help us live a better and extraordinary life. And I also wish to give spiritual and temporal tips to help you overcome the adversities in everyday life. So if you'll come with me, I will show you these patterns. Let's go. I'm serious, those intrusive thoughts when things are going wrong. When it just seems like everything is coming against you. The thoughts of... And I've had... These have been reoccurring. And I know... in a way, I know where it's coming from. But, it's funny, when I was doing research on it this afternoon, and I wasn't going to do something like this, but I was sitting in church, and my my bishop was giving a very powerful sermon. He was talking about getting rid of some of the noxious weeds, and something told me, you need to talk about how to eradicate the weeds that is intrusive thoughts. Okay? And this goes along with what Tony Robbins says, and in a way it's going to be funny the way I say it. When those weeds are there, the positive thinking alone is not going to work. You just don't stand there on your lawn and say, there's no weeds, there's no weeds, there's no weeds, there's no weeds. No common sense, they're there. So you gotta figure out what it takes to get rid of them. Now, early on, I've given you guys a coaching tool, and maybe next season I'll talk to you about that coaching tool again. It's called the CAP method, self-coaching method, which is actually... I also call it a critter out of me, because most of these intrusive thoughts, they come from them crazy hell critters that Satan sends after us, just dumping their stuff, saying, and it's getting more profound, I'm afraid. They're going to keep being there and saying, hey, we're just going to keep there and dumping unless you deal with us. Let you get rid of us. So that's why I said it was known as a critter out of me. What it is, it's kind of like a cognitive therapy log. I take a negative thought, which is, one of them critters from hell. I'll give you one that has popped up. Nobody wants me. Now, let me do a little research, I'll come back. Okay, that's that loneliness and negative self-talk. I can list a number of people who do care about me. I got, my best friend and his wife across the street. Came home for church today and was just... I don't know. October has not been one of my better months. And I was feeling particularly low. And not knowing what to do, and I called my I called my best friend, his wife, and his wife sent over some little bit of pizza and a drink for me, and then I appreciate that. But this nobody wants me. That is where Satan's like, hey, you're lonely. Nobody wants you. And then it was getting to the point last week where he was saying, God don't even want you. And it's at that point I was like, whoa, something is wrong if you're entertaining that. So last night, and I won't tell you exactly what led to this, but last night was a night of serious repentance and asking Heavenly Father to remove those horrible intrusive thoughts from me. And I thought, well, okay, I don't have to talk about it no more. And I'm sitting there. The bishop's just starting his sermon. He was talking about the weeds, and he was taking me. I had cotton now, and he brought me into the water fountain area near the church foyer, and he said, I want you to discuss with your pattern realm audience about intrusive thoughts. So here's another one. What I'm thinking about. Another thought is, I am evil. I am evil. And what's funny is that thought is very pervasive. So what I ended up doing this afternoon when I got back from church, I was feeling really low again, and Heavenly Father said, hey, whoa, wait. He said, you are not evil, stop. He said, you don't know how many people you made a difference in people's lives. And, I come on the air sometimes as, oh, he's a success, confidence, and thrive coach. He has it all together. No, I don't. Don't let the fact that sometimes I appear on YouTube and a slick suit and all that fool you. We've all had those struggles. But the important part is that you figure out how to get free with it. Okay, I think I've talked enough about that. We're going to talk about a tactic where you can get free of that. And here's what you do. I think one of the best ways to have visualizations is if you have a vision board. And I need to work on expanding my vision board a little bit. I'm going to ask Heavenly Father to give me the ideas I need, expand that, and just whenever I start feeling this, nobody wants me, I'm evil, all that crap, I can visualize things. Okay, it's like also this morning, we had our area leader in the church who was speaking. And give me just a minute. So it's pretty much our area-wide leader in the middle of Odessa. He was talking about his trips to Europe. And it's funny, as soon as the Lord got through telling me, I want you to talk about intrusive thoughts, this thought came in my head saying, nobody would want to travel with me. And then the Lord had me visualize. He said, you don't know that. You don't know that. So visualization helped. I closed my eyes during part of the sermon, and I pictured myself in various parts of the country, looking at, images of Christ, and just feeling showing the peace and having people around me. And, visualization, I think affirmation goes along with it too. You have to combat these crazy thoughts of, oh, I'm evil, and oh, nobody wants me, and one of the worst ones he did about a couple of weeks ago is, oh, God has cursed me. It's funny. Our adversary, Lucifer, knows how to ratchet it up. Especially when we feel the most lonely. It's kind of like, well, everybody else is having a good time, and you're cursed. Which is BS. You can visualize God's blessings. Visualize, man. Think about it. It's like me, I can't, other than virtually, I can't travel overseas because of my various health problems. But, you know what? We gotta picture ourselves with the thing that we want. We've got to empower ourselves as entrepreneurs. Go out there and picture, and then go out there and get it. Go get your crowdfunding. Go get your business grants, I don't advise loans. I'm sorry, I don't advise loans because debt just makes you a slave, okay? That's just my view. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Robert Kiyosaki, but this is one thing I kind of sort of disagree with him about. But, what I'm saying is focus on the good. Open up your vision board. One thing I'm going to do tomorrow, and even if things go good, open up that dang vision board and get some stuff done. Provide for your happiness. Know that you can grab it. If you visualize positive instead of this, oh, poor, pitiful me, negative. Give me a second. I'll give you one more challenge. I can't believe I'm doing this. A 30-day fast from negative. A 30-day fast from, because of my fragile pituitary, I can't fast from food. But I can fast from negative. So join me on this fast. Join me on my quest, okay? Because we gotta do this in order to get rid of, and I think this also goes with the news, okay? So I gotta be honest with you, and people have been discussing this in church also. So much on the news lately just makes people want to have nightmares. And so, while I don't think I can keep myself, totally uninformed since we're close to the election, I think maybe afterwards I can do something about kind of lessen the situation here. You get my drift, guys? We got to beat these intrusive thoughts, and we can. We can. I don't know why it is, but I'll tell you this. Come on with me, the last few minutes, come on with me. I'm gonna go sit on my front porch. I know that patterns. I'm gonna do the dang front porch because the train is going. Well, we'll just go to my little back studio here. I know that life is hard, but we gotta keep it positive, guys. I know that sounds very tough, but you can do it. You can do it. You have me as your coach and your cheerleader. You can do it. Those thoughts will make you want to sit there and feel sorry for yourself, and you don't want to do that. Find a way to associate with the right people. And they can help you visualize. Guys, you can do this, okay? Stop being scared of that mean old devil who's going to just tell you, well, you're evil, and it's your fault that this happened. Just use your past against you or your present against you. Don't let him play that game. Okay? Don't let him play that game. Because if you let him play that game, guess what? You lose, and you don't want to lose, my friends. And with that, I hope you enjoy listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of Pattern Realm. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Please share this with Mamas on, Papas on, and everyone. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless each and every single one of you. I love you guys. See you soon.